Welcome to the Hypnosis NGH podcast. This podcast series offers a fun and serious look at hypnosis and offers various ideas, discuss case studies, along with NGH educational opportunities. Welcome to the Hypnosis NGH podcast. I'm Eric Damon with the National Guild of Hypnotists. Welcome to our show today. This is a special series that we're doing called Meet the Presenters. That's right. These folks are presenting at this year's NGH conference happening August 8th, 9th, and 10th in Marlborough, Massachusetts. We hope you'll join us. Please welcome today's special guest from New York, board certified hypnotist, Donna Bloom. So how many years have you been coming to the NGH convention?
I want to say 10 or 11.
Really?
Yes, I should look. I've been coming since 2014. So about 10 or 11.
Yeah, 11 years.
Yeah, it's been great. I missed once.
Well, that's all right. You're excused. So, and you've been, obviously, initially when you came to the convention, were you presenting right out of the gate, or did you?
I was not presenting out of the gates. When I took my initial training with Carol Deniker, she mentioned throughout the initial training to attend convention. And my attitude kind of in my head was, I'm not going. And then maybe 2 weeks before, I heard a voice in my head said, you're going to convention. And I just got in my car and I drove to convention.
And 11 years later, you continue on.
Yes.
That's great. Now, you're going to be presenting at this year's convention. This is our 38th annual convention, and we're celebrating the 75th anniversary of the National Guild of Hypnotists. I wasn't around 75 years ago when it started, but sometimes I feel like it.
Yes.
But you're going to be presenting two classes, and with the first one, which is an hour seminar class, is on Friday. So you want to talk to us about it and tell us a little bit about the class?
Yes. So that one is about maximizing your very first hypnosis conference, your very first convention. We were talking a moment ago about that. I attended mine. I went by myself, and I definitely found it overwhelming. I never attended a conference like that. I saw the schedule. I had no idea really how to select the different classes that I wanted, or what to do, or how to speak to people. So my first one is Friday morning to kick off the conference, to help the newer people to maybe have a strategy about picking classes, maybe that will enhance their education, maybe where they're feeling that they're lacking, maybe some business classes to help them market, how to decide what they want for themselves, and maybe to pick a teacher or two that inspires them that they could follow and have a relationship with. And then, of course, how to socialize.
Well, let's be honest. That's one of the big things that people get out of the convention is networking and making friends, quite frankly, in the business, as it were.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's great for people who haven't been. You're right. It can be overwhelming. And there's over 180 different seminars and workshops to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm got some insight.
It is. And so I'm doing the class that I wish I would have taken.
Right. Oh, that's smart. That's a great idea. Yeah. No, and also, one of the other things that people can look forward to is if they go to the 3-day convention, they do have access to the videos afterwards. So you're right, they can strategize exactly what they need to see in person,
Yes,
which makes it easier for asking questions or socializing with people along the lines of what you're looking for. So that makes sense.
exactly.
Excellent.
And like having the confidence to maybe go into the bar at the pub and just sit down with someone saying, "Hey, is a seat open? Can I sit here?" and talk to people.
I think that that will go a long way when you're talking to people that way, about that, because that happens all the time, every year. I mean, people who don't know each other, they get together, and nobody minds if they're a seasoned hypnotist, if you pick their brain about the business and on different things that you're looking at, especially if you're a newbie.
You can hear it from different people around the country and how it's different. Maybe I have issues in New York with people that maybe don't have this in the Midwest. So my audience is very New York, might have a New York clientele, and the things that I have to deal with them may be different than other parts of the country.
Absolutely. So depending on where you come from, you're probably going to find another hypnotist who's from that same area that you can connect with and network. And
Exactly.
excellent. That sounds like a great class. Now on Saturday you have another one, and I'm not even going to pretend I can say this because I can't.
Gotcha. So it's Ho'oponopono for transcending forgiveness.
Now that is a traditional Hawaiian practice. Is that
Yes.
accurate?
Actually, Ho'oponopono is an ancient Hawaiian modality that originally was used for conflict resolution. It's a wonderful practice. I don't proclaim to be a kahuna or a teacher of the old thing. I am teaching the modern version of Ho'oponopono that I've been using since 2014 that literally transformed my life, allowed me to become a full-time hypnotist, and that has changed everything in my life.
Somebody who comes into this course, what are they going to get out of it?
Well, they're going to learn about the four healing phrases. And just, I don't know if you know this, I spoke to Elsom back in 2019. I wanted to present this class. And I said, well, Joe Vitale, taught about it. Joe was a hypnotist. So Elsom invited me for a cup of coffee. He sat down and he told me the backstory. And it happened at our conference.
Oh, really?
Yes, which I did not know, which I'm very excited about. So, what I'm going to be teaching is how to use the four healing phrases to clear up programs that live in the subconscious part of the brain where we as hypnotists work, and how to use those four simple phrases to help us to feel better so that we can go ultimately towards forgiveness so that we can be free.
Great.
And I love it. I love it personally and I love it professionally.
Yeah, that's important information. Now, so somebody who comes to this presentation is definitely going to be able to walk away with knowledge and information that they can implement
Yes,
right away.
right away. At least using it for themselves. So
So
I'm very excited about that opportunity to present on Ho'oponopono and how I use it and how I use it for forgiveness.
this is on Saturday, and so you got the two classes. Plus, I'm sure you're going to be running around taking sneaking into other courses and
Of course.
yourself.
Of course. That's what it's all about. Taking classes and having fun.
We can't wait to see you at this year's convention.
Thank you.
So thank you for taking the time to talk to us about your classes, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Thanks, Eric. Look forward to seeing you then.
Hypnosis NGH podcast continues. Meet the presenters. Welcome to the NGH Hypnosis podcast and the Meet the Presenters. I have you want Cristodora is your first name, your last name, if you can pronounce for me, because I don't want to mess it up.
Buiculescu.
Now, you've been at the NGH convention before, but not as a presenter. Is that correct?
Yes, I've been last year for the first time at the convention. My intention was to come before 2020, but then for 3 years I could not travel. So last year was the first I could actually travel.
And we're glad you joined us for last year, and this year you get to present. Now, this is the first time you're presenting at the NGH convention, but not the first time you've ever presented at any conference. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. So it's my first time at NGH. However, I already presented in different other hypnosis-related conferences as well as talks here in Spain or television in Romania, where I am from originally.
Oh, I think I knew that you were from Romania. I just didn't have it written down, but you live in Spain now.
Yes, I live in Spain for the past almost 7 years, and before that, I was living in Dubai for 7 other years.
Excellent. Now you're a consulting hypnotist, a psychotherapist for the last 15 years, and you're also an EFT trainer. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. I've been training. I first studied psychosociology when I was 19. I started my academic studies. And when I finished my master's in counseling, emotional intelligence, at the same time, I met Beryl Kumar and I started to train with her. And then ever since, it's just not a nonstop trip. So I've been training, learning, and training ever since for the past like 10 years actively.
Beryl's a member of the NGH and a wonderful person. We've had her on our podcast on our continuing education, so that's great. Now,
My mentor.
you'll be at this year's NGH convention presenting on Sunday.
I'm going to talk about spiritual hypnosis and EFT and how they can be combined for fast and effective results with clients.
They're going to be information that they can use in their everyday practice working with clients?
Absolutely. So first of all, it's a technique that I'm teaching for people to use with themselves. And then obviously, if there is a professional already doing some other kind of therapies, they can add this new tool to their toolkit. So first of all, one wants to experience it with themselves. So teaching them self-hypnosis and then how they can do basic tapping and also basic linguistics related to tapping and the psychological reversal psychological. That's the most important part, linguistically speaking, when it comes to practicing EFT.
In your presentations, do you do demonstrations?
Yes, mostly my teaching is based on demos because it's the most difficult thing for people to do, right? So I prepare. I have a presentation and I have a giveaway for people, but I prefer them to see how we can structure the steps and how we can actually apply them and see that it's fast. It's easy to do that, and it's also fast. So part of the presentation, it's theory, just explaining basics about fast hypnosis and EFT, and then I'll do 1 or 2 demos depending on the time that I'm left to do it. But mostly one demonstration for sure.
That's great. That's great. And I mean, obviously, you know the layout of the NGH convention because you were there last year. So, and looks like we're going to have a great crowd for this year, celebrating our 75th anniversary. Now, what other types of talks do you do at other conferences? You just mentioned that you're doing one coming up.
Yeah, so I basically do 3 talks because these are the areas of my expertise. So first, I'm doing hypnodontics because I'm representing Beryl Comar here in Spain. So we have the trademark of hypnodoncia, which is a Spanish version in here. When we are actively training dentists and medical doctors and nurses to work with hypnosis in their cabinets, and this is with a private sector because in a governmental sector we're still not able to use it. And then I'm also teaching Reiki and yoga with hypnosis together. I just published a book, Hypno Reiki, in Spanish, and I'm actually working right now onto that translating the book in English. So I can spread it with our community as well, English-speaking community. I'm I've been doing some workshops here in Spain with a new format, and people are giving a very good response. So, and then is yoga as well, because yoga, it's a very amazing practice, very millenary. However, it's wrapped into the wrong language. The way we're talking and the way we're guiding yoga sometimes could be limiting. So projecting limiting beliefs into people. So somehow opening the box and allowing people to have a broader view of the practice and bringing it to the earth. So bringing a little bit of science into these practices. So yeah, I'm basically speaking about hypnoreiki and yoga and hypnodontics, fast EFT, fast hypnosis and EFT.
Nice. Well, we're really looking forward to seeing you at this year's convention, which is August 8th, 9th, and 10th in Marlborough, Massachusetts. And definitely we'll sit down again and talk in depth more about yourself and exactly what you do in Spain. And we'll have that on a future podcast.
I was really happy and looking forward to it. And I'm thinking of NGH every day because I have the magnet on my fridge. And just when I open the door, I can see the magnet, and I'm like one day less to get to the conference. So very excited, counting the days, and I'm sure that we're going to have lots of fun and we're going to learn a lot above all. So thank you so much for inviting me to this podcast and for the time and energy you put into this. It's amazing.
This is the largest convention in the world. So people from all over the world come here. It's a great place to meet people. I love sharing my courses and my ideas. I always have wonderful classes with wonderful people. So people should spread the word and come here because it's the best.
I come to the conference every year since 1996. It's the place to be for anyone in the profession or wanting to come into the profession of hypnosis.
I'm here today just to enjoy being here for the conference, and I'm teaching and I have a booth here to share my products and my books and things that I enjoy because I love being a hypnotist.
I'm here. I've been teaching at the convention for a few years, but coming to it longer. It's the best place to be, to meet hypnotists, to exchange ideas.
I come here to make sure that I learn more cutting-edge techniques, to recharge my batteries and with like-minded people, and to network with people from around the world that I have no other opportunity to really get together with except when we all gather at this time.
It's not here to build myself up, it's to help everyone else build themselves up.
Vast number of people that are here, the vast level of experience, all the different approaches. There isn't anybody here, I don't think, that I can't learn something from.
You have to come. I'm already going to make plans when I get back to come to next year's conference.
Bring your mind. Bring your heart. Be prepared to use what you find.
I would say you definitely gotta go because it is the biggest, the best. I always learn probably way too much, but it keeps me going. I swear I learn so much that it kind of keeps me going for like the next 6 months.
Oh, definitely come. This is the place to be in August, and if you're really serious about your work and you really love your work, which most of the people here do, you need to have that interaction with other hypnotists, and there are so many new things and new techniques and new ideas coming out.
Hypnosis NGH podcast. You're welcome to share your ideas for future podcasts by emailing us, nghpodcast@ngh.net.